Hey guys, SaxDude26 here and welcome back to Let's Play MegaMan The Wily Wars. Last time we finished off MegaMan 1. And now we'll be moving on to the next game in the series, MegaMan 2. Complete with its own intro, unlike the first game. In the year of 2000X, a super robot named MegaMan was created. Dr. Light created MegaMan to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter MegaMan. Let's pan straight up in search of proof. Perhaps he is there and flaunting his hair. Yeah, Brental Floss reference was inevitable. Best I get it out of the way now. So yes, MegaMan 2, The Mystery of Dr. Wily, as its subtitle denotes it in the Japanese version. Speaking of the Japanese version, you may notice that Wily Wars has no difficulty select. And since this game was released in Japan first, that's because it never got one. Normal mode, which is in the US version, is an easier version of the game, hence they didn't add it. Same reason that normal mode in I Wanna Be the Guy makes the game considerably easier by adding more save points and giving you the bow. It's the same kind of thing. Difficult has always been the default difficulty. But enough about difficulty, let's get on with the game! So here we are at the stage select, and we have a new assortment of Robot Masters, 8 this time instead of 6. And unlike in the previous game, Dr. Wily built these ones himself instead of stealing them from someone else. So, who are we going to be taking on first? Well, I'd like to start with Airman. Unlike the song you hear quite a lot on the internet, I can defeat Airman. The process is a bit painful, but nevertheless, I find he's the easiest Robot Master to take on first. Not so much because of his stage, because that's fairly treacherous. You've got air tikis, gremlins, bottomless pits everywhere. And unless you time your jumps, you're going to get spiked or prodded by someone or something. Lightning Wars aren't too bad by comparison though. But the thing about Airman's stage that makes me prefer to take it on first is actually Airman himself. Airman takes a fair amount of damage from the Mega Buster, so you can take him on fairly easily, just bare bones without any weaknesses. Plus, by beating him, along with a couple of other Robot Masters, you get special utilities like the Magnet Beam in this game. So it Pippies. Oh, Pippies. So yes, taking on Airman becomes very handy in the long run. You may wonder why I'm terrified of Pippies. They drop these eggs. When the eggs land, they hatch into many smaller Pippies that chase you around everywhere. Pippies, they make my voice break. Pippies make my voice break. Pippies are a rather annoying enemy. Gremlins, not so much. I'd rather get hit by a gremlin than Pippies. Fan things, okay. Not too bad, nearly there. And the Pippies return. Oh, okay, the youth. Pippies. So glad they don't hide behind the clouds. That would be frustrating. Oh dear. Whoa! 1-up curse! What a great start! Hit by the 1-up curse. Thank you, game. Thank you so very much. Okay. I can't believe that actually happened, yay. Okay. After that bundle of stupidity, we're through the stage and now we're onto Airman. The air conditioner of doom. Now the biggest problem with Airman is he shoots the air shooter in patterns that the only way to avoid them is to jump between them. However, when they hit you, they do a fair amount of damage. Once you dodge them, however, you've got a clear selection of shots to get in on Airman. That arrangement of the air shooter is incredibly frustrating to dodge. This one, however, is excellent. Oh, good. I can defeat Airman. So long as I don't botch up the whole recording, I can kill him again. Okay. So after defeating Airman, we get his ability, the Air Shooter. It's nice that the variable weapon system actually has a weapon get screen now. Oh, and we get a message from Dr. Light. Time to get equipped with the first utility of the game, Item 2. One of 3 special items. Get your weapons ready. Item 2, really handy to get early on. Comes in handy all over the place. We'll save. Now, the strategy I took with MegaMan 1 was to go in the weakness order. However, I prefer only to do that with MegaMan 1 because it gets me through all of the stages and doesn't mean I have to backtrack to go get the Magnet Beam. With MegaMan 2, however, there was one Robot Master I always save for last. And so what I do is, I take on the 2 easiest Robot Masters first and then go for weaknesses based on what I have. So next, I'm going to be taking on Metal Man. Metal Man is another Robot Master a lot of people start with because his weapon is stupidly broken. Oh my goodness, Metal Man stage. A lot of people don't like what they did with Metal Man's stage theme in Wily Wars because, you know, heavy metal, they kind of lost that emphasis in the music in Wily Wars, but I kind of like what they were going for here. The whole sort of bluesy, sadder, melodic version of his theme is really nice. Also, conveyor belts and spiked presses. Now, what you saw me get before was an E-Tank. If you're familiar with Pokemon, it's like a full restore. Using this will completely recover your health. You can hold 4 at a time in Mega Man 1. No, Mega Man 1? No, in Mega Man 2 they were introduced and you can hold up to 4 of them. Problem is, you can accidentally use them even if you have full health. E-Tanks I like to try and save as much as possible, mainly for the Wily stages. Oh, okay. Moles. If Woodman was easier, I would have gone to him first so I could just get the Leaf Shield to make the Mole Hole far more bearable. But I'm just gonna skip through here with invincibility frames because I can. Here is why I decided to get Item 2. Item 2 creates a jet sled that you can ride on. Also, the 2 on it isn't mirrored. But you can ride it so long as you still have weapon energy for it. Helps you get to that 1-up far more easily. Back to the Mega Buster. I might actually show off what the Air Shooter does, since we have it. The Air Shooter shoots forward 3 tornadoes that shoot up. Not too good on the Gear Clowns though, because the metal gears are impervious to the Air Shooter. The clowns? Other clowns? Can the clowns be hit by it? Yes, the clowns can be hit by it! Okay, so there's the Air Shooter in action. Of course, since it didn't hit the gears, you can imagine it's not too useful against Metal Man. Oh gosh, I'm getting hit left, right, and center. Hit the gear and then worry about the clown, not the other way around. Okay, time to deal with Blocky. Ah, Blocky. Blocky, Blocky, Blocky. Oh, phew. Nearly canned me in the face. There's another E-Tank down there. Since it's there, and we have Item 2 to get out, we might as well get it. I love how things like the E-Tanks and extra lives change the color palette when you switch weapons. Kind of silly and hilarious. Dodge these spring heads. Can I make it to the door without getting sprung? Yes, I can! Alright. Time for Metal Man. Key thing to remember about him, I find the best strategy is to let the conveyor belt keep you on this side of the screen. Every time the screen flashes, Metal Man will change the direction of the conveyor belt. and the more frequently you shoot at him, the more frequently he attacks. He will attack on his own if you give him enough time, but it's a little easier to dodge the metal blades if you time your shots and trigger them yourself. Now, the number of metal blades he will shoot is determined by how high he jumps. The higher he jumps, the more metal blades he shoots. The closer I get to him, the stupider I am at dodging. Ugh. Could have used an E-tank, but I think I'll be alright. Let's try that again. So yes, the biggest problem with Metal Man is the damage that the metal blades do. Once you get them, they deal just as much damage. Metal blades are probably the most powerful weapon in the game. Possibly, I would say in the whole series, but then again, Thunder Beam taking out Iceman in 3 hits. Yeah. However, in the rematch with Metal Man, I will say the metal blades are quite handy. I'll say that much. You'll see when we get there. Oh dear. I might actually have to use an E-tank against Metal Man. I'm okay-ish with that. I prefer not to, but it may happen. I do distinctly remember in my first playthrough of this game, I did have to E-tank it quite a bit. But now that I'm a little bit better at dodging him, say as I get smacked in the face. Okay, come on. Yes, okay, with 1 health to spare. Whew! Alright. That is Metal Man down. And with that, we get the Metal Blade. Another reason why I went through here. Getting the Metal Blade early can be quite handy. I'm not going to spam it all over the place, but I would like to use it as much as possible. So, save. So that's 2 Robot Masters down. I think we're going to cut it here. So next time on Let's Play MegaMan 2 in the Wily Wars, we will be taking on Bubble Man. This has been Saxtu26, and I will see you next time.